exposed to violence in both the real and fictional world. We have become numb towards the stories of murder, assault, riots and communal attacks. So what about a film that explores the aftermath? What happens to the people who have to live a frightful life? How do they think? What do they have to face in the future? Their survival mechanism amidst the horror that lingers their post-terror episodes. How do they end up reacting to it? Hi everyone, this is Ealina, your host for the day, and today's episode of Reeling Credits, we are going to review this beautiful and unique piece of art called Firaaq. Firaaq is a 2008 Hindi political drama set on the premise of 2002 Gujarat Riots. It explores the repercussions of the violence through 4 different life settings, bound together by the 5th character. Interestingly enough, the title, an Urdu word, can mean both quest and separation. The movie begins with miserable sight of truck dropping off more dead bodies at a burial ground where an uncountable number of dead bodies are already being buried. The first character to be introduced are Hanif and Munira, parents of a baby girl who are devastated at the sight of their looted, burnt home. Then we meet Aarti, wife of an abusive Hindu fanatic, whose voice is getting diluted in a typical patriarchal household. Getting pressed down by the men, Aarti is also struggling with the guilt of not being able to help out the victims in need and desperately searching for the path of freedom. Amongst all this, Khan Sahib's character is like a ray of hope for every individual. An optimistic Muslim senior musician, Khan Sahib, is just not willing to give up and is reluctant to be pulled out of his utopian world he is dreaming of by his caretaker Kareem, who himself has lost all hopes and yet secretly banks on Khan Sahib's optimism. The tendency of justifying the riot is also shown through the interaction of this upper middle class couple Samir and Anuradha, who had an interreligious marriage with their friends, and Hindu couple asking for the accounts of Hindu lives lost.
Leaving tomorrow, na? And can we change the topic, please?
This film also marks the directorial debut of actress Nandita Das. If you expect us to pick out a single actor from the film who excellently fulfilled their role, then we are happy to disappoint you. From the best and experienced Nashiruddin Shah, who played Khan Sahib, to the little boy named Mohsin, played by Mohammad Samad, everyone was absolutely flawless. Interestingly, the casting of Mohsin's character was a big challenge, but eventually the director Nandita herself stepped out all the way to Hyderabad and after visiting 8 schools found Mohammad Samad, who would end up becoming the sad child that smiled only once. His character also explores the situation of children who experience violence, watching their parents getting beaten and killed, women in house getting stripped and homes getting burned down. They are just too young to digest and comprehend the situation. While the film is set in Ahmedabad, the filming actually took place in Hyderabad owing to its architecture and the ambience similarities. Due to its connection to 2002 Gujarat Riots, the film had faced a ban in Gujarat. But despite the ban, the film was released to critical acclaim by winning 2 National Film Awards at 56th National Film Festival for Best Art Direction by Gautam Sen and Best Editing by Shrikar Prasad. The lighting in the movie was all natural, not at all extravagant, which made the movie look absolutely raw and true to its circumstances. But what brought the characters, plot and the set to life were the minimal makeup and the authentic costumes. The ability to showcase the truth of the conditions can be backed up with the facts that the movie was sync-sound film and its minimal use of background score. The rustic iron doors shutting and even the breath of the protagonist can be heard with the fear, lingers and enhances the genuinity of the scene. It's as if the movie is taking the viewers on a day's journey with the protagonist, be it tendency to doubt and not being able to trust, an authentic friendship, the restlessness of wanting to get back at predators, the circumstances of having to whisper in own homes and the dreadful silence that has to be maintained until they figure out it is their own friends knocking on the door. Firaaq, therefore, is truly a film on human relationships. It is an exploration of our own prejudice, fear and hope. The character developments, the authenticity in the story can be clearly seen and justified as a result of giving time for the script development. The process of scripting Firaaq took 3 years, with Suchi Kothari, a screenplay writer based in Auckland. Many drafts were scripted between 2005 and 2008 through meetings in India, the UK and New Zealand. This is a movie that I would urge you all to watch as well as encourage your friends to watch at least once in their lifetime, giving us a reality check on our privileges and actually witnessing the state of affairs of what most of the youth have only heard stories of. In the words of Khan Sahib, it bothers me that people are killing people and nothing else. That's all for this week's episode until we return with another movie for reeling credits.